Hello, everybody! Welcome to this week's Wisdom Wednesday. My name is Kristen Gear. I am the Director of Operations and one of the Managing Directors for BNI Arizona. And every single week, I come to you providing a weekly video called Wisdom Wednesday that counts as one chapter education unit for watching. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's edition. As a reminder, guys, we still have member extravaganza going on right now. If you saw my email update last Friday, wow, our chapters are going crazy when it comes to extravaganza. So congratulations to BNI Raptors, who already has 5 new members during extravaganza, and right on their tail, BNI Aspire, BNI Platinum, and BNI True North all have 4 new members. During extravaganza, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's so many chapters that are right on their tail as well. And we have tons of applications still pending that our membership committees are just working like crazy to get these applications approved. Now, remember guys, we always want quality over quantity. So it's important that our membership committees take their time to do their due diligence with making sure that we're bringing in the right people to our chapters, of course. So we want to make sure that all of that works out. And hey, you know what? If they're approved, awesome. They'll get added to this amazing list. Now remember, guys, if someone is coming back into BNI or they're transferring from another chapter, they do not count towards the member extravaganza numbers. However, they still count towards growth, right? So one of the awards that we award chapters every single year. So our BNI year will end at the end of September. Now, one of those awards is for net new members. So I will be sending out another update right after extravaganza to all of our chapter leadership teams of where the chapters stand when it comes to the 3 annual awards. So net new members, number of visitors, and thank you for closed business. So those are the 3 areas that we award chapters on every year. And the cool thing is, our chapter groupings are based by chapter size. So a smaller chapter isn't going to be grouped in with a bigger chapter, so we make it very comparable to each other. So keep inviting those amazing visitors, guys. Member extravaganza will end June 3rd. So all applications dated up until June 3rd, and then we'll have membership committee, will allow them 2 weeks after June 3rd to process any last applications that come in, because every day I see new applications pop in from chapters all over the valley. So I know visitors are attending the chapters from around the valley. Make sure that if you have an open business day scheduled for your chapter, that you're promoting it on social media. So social media is huge, guys. I constantly hear chapters that are up to date on postings on social media. So whether it's their public Facebook page for their chapter, I know a lot of chapters have a public page and a private page just to stay connected with the members. Make sure to keep posting it. And members, share the posts that your chapters create. That will help increase the visibility for your business and for your chapter. And make sure, guys, when you have different events, whether it's an open business day or even if you have a happy hour and you want to invite cross-chapter members, post on this page all about those events, because we have over 5,000 people on this page and we have a little over 2,000 members in BNI Arizona. Huge opportunity for more visitors to attend your chapter meetings. I would say that the chapters that post the most on social media have the most visitors attending their chapter meetings organically, guys. So I'm constantly seeing applications come in saying that they just found us online, either through the website or through a member's posting about a particular event. So that actually happened to 2 visitors today at a brand new core group. They saw the event on Facebook and they came and attended the meeting. It's that easy, guys. I think sometimes we try to overcomplicate this inviting thing. It really just takes a few seconds. Once someone creates the event, just share it. Share away. It doesn't hurt just to click that little share button and be able to share it on our page, because you never know, who people that we know might know, or if they're interested themselves. We never want to decide for someone if it's the right fit for them. Let them visit and check it out for themselves. So let's keep that inviting up. It's amazing, guys. Another question that I've been getting a lot lately is all around chapter education units and how it's logged in the BNI app. So I wanted to clear up some confusion because it is a little confusing when you look at the home page versus looking at the actual slip in the details. So when you're looking at the home page, if you use the little quick add button for chapter education units, and let's say you had 4 chapter education units because you watched either 4 Wisdom Wednesdays or you had 4 hours of amazing training in BNI Business Builder. If you use the scroll option and select 4, now on that home page, once you click submit, when it goes back to the home page, it will show that you have 1 ticket that you submitted. So it doesn't mean that it's registering 1 chapter education unit. It just means that you submitted 1 slip. So when you're viewing it as the quick add on the home screen of the app, that little count on the home screen just means how many tickets that you submitted, how many slips you submitted for the chapter education. It's not the total number. So how you want to confirm that information is if you click on slips on the bottom of the screen and you look at the slip itself, it should read that you submitted 4 chapter education units. So that is the difference. I've been hearing it a lot that members are seeing the 1, like if they submitted 4, but they only see 1 on the home screen. It's only because that's counting how many slips that you submitted versus how many chapter education units it was. So I hope that clears up a lot of confusion because I've been hearing it from a couple different chapters. So I'm sure if they're having that question, that you might have that question too. So I hope that clears up any confusion that some of you may have around the count of CEUs on the home screen in the app. So the quick add will count how many slips that you submitted, but you want to confirm on the slip screen. So when you click on slips at the bottom of the app screen and you look at the actual history of what you submitted, it should still say 4 because that's the total number of chapter education units that you submitted on the slip. But on the home screen, it's just going to tell you how many slips that you submitted versus how many chapter education units were on that slip. I know, it can be a little confusing, but that's what I'm here for. I'm here to educate everyone on how to make things a little bit easier and to clear up any confusion people may have. So if you have any additional questions around that information, please let me know. One of the other cool things that I've seen lately, so the brand new West Valley Avengers just launched today. They had their very first official meeting this morning. It was amazing. But one of the things that their education coordinator has done is created a education moment video using AI, which is pretty cool. I'm actually going to post the video of what he created on this page so that way all of you can see it. It is really, really cool. He created a character that's similar to him. It's him talking in the video, but he's created this AI character to provide the education moment, and it's a quick little 4-minute video, which is amazing. It's all about creating some different, unique education moments, right? So, just something to check out. The topic that he covered was all about how to create a calendar schedule. So for one-to-ones, this is one of the things that I created several years ago because one of the things that I found through being a BNI member was that it was a lot of email tag, phone tag, text tag, trying to set up days, times, all that kind of stuff for one-to-ones. One of the easiest software pieces that I use is Calendly. So calendar, but instead of the at the end, it's Ly, L-Y. So Calendly is an amazing program to where you can integrate your calendar, you can integrate Zoom, so that way you can send a link to people and then they can set up a day and time that works best for them, and it matches it right up to your schedule. So that might be something to keep in mind if you're having trouble connecting with members to really set up a day and time for a one-to-one. That could be a great system to implement and look into more, to create a Calendly account to then integrate with your calendar, and just so that way you can send a link and it's easily accessible for anyone that you send it to match up with your calendar to set up those one-to-ones. It's all about time blocking and making sure that you fit everything into your schedule just right, because I know that was one of the biggest keys to success for me and BNI, because of having my business and doing multiple things with BNI at the same time. Time blocking was so key, and having something that would really help me control my calendar and make it easier to plug things on my calendar, that was one of the best things that I ever did. So if you're in that same spot, there you go. There's a little tip and nugget for you for today. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for attending this week's edition of Wisdom Wednesday. Let's keep up the amazing work with Member Extravaganza. We've got a couple weeks left. And if you have any questions, or if you sponsored a new member, and if you don't see your name listed on the sponsor list in the emails that I send out, just email me and let me know what members that you had personally sponsored into BNI, so that way I can update the sponsor thing on the back end in BNI Connect. There are some times where visitors, when they submit an application, they leave the field blank on who invited them, and it could have just been like a missed box, but that happens quite a bit as well. So if you don't see your name, no worries, super easy to fix. Just email me the information and I can make sure that everything gets updated in the system. So if you have any questions about Member Extravaganza, how the chapter education units are logged in the app, or even Calendly, let me know and I'm happy to help. But like I said, I'm going to post the video that Dustin created for the West Valley Avengers education moment, because it's pretty cool, the innovations that you can use to create some unique education moments. Thank you guys again, and remember to record one chapter education unit for watching. Thanks so much, guys, and we will see you next week.